Let's get to breaking news out of South Korea, where authorities have gathered outside the residency of impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol to make a second arrest attempt. North Asia correspondent James Ocean joins us now. James, what do we know?
Well, as you just mentioned, this will be the second time that police and authorities have tried to detain the impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol. This all comes from last month when Yoon Suk-yeol tried to impose martial law, even though he reversed it only 6 hours later because Parliament voted it down. The ripples from that decision are still very much being felt in South Korea. There are two things underway at the moment. First of all, there is the Constitutional Court, which is deciding whether or not the impeachment that Parliament passed on the President will be upheld. The second thing, and that's what we're seeing today, is the nation's anti-corruption watchdog is investigating Yoon Suk-yeol for insurrection, for abuse of power charges because of that martial law decree. Now, he was meant to turn up for questioning to answer questions in regards to those charges, but he refused to do so. He's been holed up and barricaded in his presidential compound. So that's where this arrest warrant comes from, that this anti-corruption watchdog says he needs to answer questions. They are looking at charging him, and so therefore police are trying to get into the compound. Now, here's the problem. Technically, Yoon Suk-yeol is still the president. He has no power at the moment, but he still technically is the president until the Constitutional Court rules otherwise. So he is in this compound and he has his personal protection guard, which are loyal to the president. He's still the president. On the other side are police who are trying to get in to execute this warrant. They've had this standoff before. There's real worry about violence erupting if police try and storm the barricade and the presidential guard push back. There's calls for peace, but at the moment the Presidential Guard is saying, well, we're not giving in. There are reports of very low morale. There are reports of mixed feelings within the Presidential Guard, but at the moment what we're hearing now is that they're still refusing to let police in. And on top of all this is the protesters. There are thousands of protesters, both for and against the President, and those who are for the President are vowing to do everything they can to stop the police from arresting their President. And again, more concerns for violence if they refuse to let police through.